Apart from porn, what do you use incognito mode for? YouTube video themes. I don't want polluting my feed. Sometimes I just want to see fail videos without having my feed be completely covered in them for weeks afterward. Shopping. I hate the adverts showing up everywhere when I search for something. Asking dumb questions. How do I eat ass properly? Pretty useful if someone asks for my laptop to check their email or any other personal site without me logging out of mine. Getting around predictive results. You want an unbiased search result on Google, Amazon, etc. without your prior search results influencing your new query. Try incognito mode. Shopping for surprise gifts. No cookies or history to search. I don't use it for porn, I only use it for reference for my art since my mom doesn't like what I draw. What do you draw? Porn. R34 artist spotted. Plane tickets. Do a search in your browser, then in incognito and then in a proxy. Usually end up with 3 different prices. Reading newspaper articles that are premium. You get 5 free each month. Testing website functions from the front end. Makes it easy to ensure no cookies are saved and the most recent version of the page is sent. If you are a front-end dev, I got a very important tip for you. In the Network tab of the DevTools, you can completely disable the browser cache. When I started web dev a decade ago, I vividly remember one night when I spent like 6 hours straight debugging my JavaScript. It just didn't behave in any predictable manner. I thought I was going crazy. Well, one of my scripts was simply cached and I didn't have the experience to notice. Remember to attach a cache buster parameter to your assets on deploy. Else the same thing will be happening for your end users. Well, on mobile I can't find a dark mode option for Google, so I just use incognito instead. Settings. Themes dark. Basically everything if I am on my phone. I always forget to close tabs, so it's faster to go somewhere where I can just tap a notification and get rid of all the tabs. I use it for any writing research. Can't have random shit like, how much blood does the human body have, and Lithuanian mushrooms, all up in my algorithm. Same. I always fear a government agent will come knocking at my door because I've searched 11 different variations of how to remove DNA from a crime scene so there's no evidence. When I'm looking up something that would be taken completely out of context, like if me and my friends are having one of those sleep-deprived conversations and wonder how much endangered primates cost or how many floors does the average school have. 1. A lot. 2. 4. Incognito. You mean you don't keep your porn history? Amateurs. It's much more practical to have a separate porn dedicated browser that you just don't have on your desktop. Go on. What can be used as dildos? Anything if you're brave enough. Dark mode. Asking weird questions. How many cans of tuna in a tuna? Anywhere between 30 and 600. It depends on the type and size of the fish and the can. I use Google News, so I have to use incognito mode. The Google Sports or anything I dislike but want to know about, or anything stupid. Really, their algorithm is super sensitive and will throw all that dumb shit in your feed otherwise. Everything. My parents don't approve of me using a social media, so I use incognito for Reddit, Discord, YouTube, Twitch, etc. You have to log in every time you use them. What a savage. Looking at flights. I've seen websites notice you checking specific flights and increase the prices on returning views. Websites that use my cookies to identify me and gate access to the site. Development. When using incognito, cache doesn't save in extensions by default. Don't load. It helps when either are working on a website or extension, or just checking what a website looks like to new viewers. Yeah, you can use other methods, but this is easiest. I don't even use incognito mode for porn. Just curious, how often do you find yourself with targeted ads for dildos? I don't either. I have a PC that is mine. People are free to use it when they are around and I have no shame. Just good taste in porn. Tears of joy. I check out sites for sex toys and whatnot as well, but don't ever seem to get any targeted ads for adult material. Googling questions I feel like I should know, that I would be embarrassed if someone found out I didn't know. Stalking my exes. Sometimes in the middle of an anxiety crisis, it is surprisingly something that calms me down. I use incognito since I don't feel like leaving traces for my actual GF to see. Lol, yeah, your stalking and hiding nature is likely the cause of your anxiety. Basically everything. Get on separate accounts. Test if a site is down or cached. Download files I don't want a record of. Search for someone without it getting linked back to my name. Like on LinkedIn. Everything. I use incognito as my standard mode. I'm honestly confused why everyone doesn't. 4chan, that shit is cancer. It's a hive of losers. Even more so nowadays. Looking up a word don't know just in case it is something I don't want to see. I sometimes do research on politically far left, right-leaning content and don't want my Google News or YouTube feed being polluted by substandard sources like Breitbart or InfoWars. Signing into my like 20 extra Gmail accounts. Why do you have those? Mostly free trials. I've always been a big guy on what if I won the lottery. Live a comfortable life, but what if I had it all? I price out cars, houses and all the rich people stuff. I really don't need to see car ads, reality listings nor vacations, so I throw it on so I don't get the cookies. Embarrassing medical queries and random shit I wouldn't want my friends to see in my search. Suggestions. Googling my name to see how not famous I am, monsieur. Weird searches I don't want on my feed. Like looking up terms I know are weird or any kind of conspiracy theory stuff I come across cause I don't want my actual searches to seem like I actually believe those lol. E.g. I was looking at the end of year statistics, Pornhub releases, and some of the terms and genres were unfamiliar to me. When I have an embarrassing thing I need to ask Google, such as acceptable amounts of blood in poop, the answer is none. Looking at airline and hotel prices. What most people don't seem to realize is that airlines and hotels use flexible pricing engines. So if they track you coming to the same hotel room or looking at certain flights charters, they up the price next time you come to look. This is why I always use incognito when looking for these, and similar prices can vary by quite a lot if it notice you looking. So incognito is the way to go when companies use flexible pricing. I was amazed when I discovered this. I was looking at flights to Thailand. They were $960 return. When I went back about 30 minutes later, they were suddenly $1,150. I started panicking and Googled flights price increased in 30 minutes and found an article all about the pricing engines. The main things I use it for is 1. Music that would be just too embarrassing to know I watch, like 90s pop when I am a metalhead. 2. Honestly anything when I am on my phone that wouldn't be one of my normal searches. I am just paranoid. As a metalhead. Why are you ashamed, brother? It is plenty fine. Plus, listening to other genres made me appreciate metal more. More depth, more thrill, not some lyrics thrown together. And being a metalhead doesn't mean that one listens only to metal. Hentai. Checking uploads to various sites so that I know that they look good for other users. Buying stuff and searching for stuff I like without it appearing in ads 5 minutes after the search. Booking flights. To check out some private things in my life that I don't want popping up on my browser. Not porn though. Googling products, either to buy or just to look up, else I get ads for them all the time. You could install uBlock Origin to block all ads. Make sure to blacklist everything in the settings. Logging into a website with a secondary account without having to log out of my primary account. News articles, some YouTube videos. Researching one-time topics. Asking embarrassing questions so I don't need to go back to clear my history. Office 365 admin portal. If you ever need to book flights off a comparison website, always do it in incognito. Whenever you do it in normal mode, when you return to the page you'll notice the price has increased. Do it in incognito and it won't. Presents for family. For some dumb questions like are kangaroos vegetables? Apparently not. The prices of children and children body parts. Tickets. Questions I am afraid someone will find in my search history. Anytime I need to log into a service or website on somebody else's computer, I just close the tab and hey presto, I'm logged out. Omegle, cause everything about that is just weird lol. Checking my Gmail. Why this? Posting on Reddit. When I have really fucked up questions that I don't want to stay in my history. Shits the internet would say, and I'll be doubting if it would be porn or something gore. Googling embarrassing topics I don't feel like explaining. To ask embarrassing questions. For stupid questions. Discord bots or staff applications. Going on Reddit at work. Your work can still see it if they look for it one day. You can hide your internet activity with Tor using a bridge. Is it possible to download? Avoiding advertising cookies picking up on your browsing history. I forgot to do this while shopping around for an engagement ring. And constantly had ads on social media for more of the same. Which then needed obscuring when my fiancé was in the room. Monsieur, and yes, I have ad block. But that doesn't stop sponsored posts, unfortunately. For very stupid questions. Logging into anything on when using a work or someone else's computer. So many browsers auto-save passwords and usernames etc. are just logged on. Incognito means no need to clear the cache or history. Morbid curiosities. Debug the web app I'm working on. Visit stuff like Medium, Premium, articles. However, it doesn't work anymore. Weird questions and for Googling symptoms. I use soap2day.to. I honestly don't even know what it does lol. If you open an incognito tab, the initial page should describe what it does and doesn't do. Remember, incognito mode doesn't protect you from people spying over your shoulder. You'll need Tor for this, and a bridge to hide your using Tor. Anything I want to Google and not show up in my feed. Kim Jong-un nudes. Words that I should know the meaning of. I'm a QA engineer. We use incognito all the time to get a fresh session without clearing our history or cookies in the main browser window. Shopping for people and not wanting search history or autocomplete to show up. Getting around paywall news sites. Nothing. Really. Almost everything. As I don't want my history filled with stupid questions such as how wide a chair is. I don't use it smiley face. I use it if I'm on someone else's computer so I can just log into sites without having to log them out. Stalking LinkedIn. Looking up aches and pains. Lol. Logging into different accounts at the same time. I'm a web developer, so I encounter a lot of scenarios where I need to compare things on different accounts on our website. Anything I don't want ads for. Stuff that may seem crazy to the naked eye or with no context. Like how is LSDMADR. Incognito is overrated. True internet connoisseurs use the standard 4 browser format. Chrome for work, Opera for entertainment, Firefox for porn, Tor for the unspeakables. When I want to access 7 different accounts in the same website, I use different browsers in private mode. Engagement rings. I like to go onto those build-you-own ring sites and play around. But I don't want to get swarmed with ads for engagement rings cause I'm not actually shopping for 1. Web pages that ask to disable my ad blocker. Honestly, I use it to research people, whether it be a new job I am working for, new boss I am being hired by, or if it comes to it, the girl I'm crushing on at the time. Been a few times where I start looking for a new job and if I don't use incog I get non-stop ads and shit in my feed about new listing here or there. Same kind of stuff for the looking up boss reviews. As for when I research crushes, there have been a few that I have found out were not exactly dating or future wife and mother material, so I stopped while I was ahead. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.